Hello Capricorn, welcome to Earth Day. I'm here doing readings for the Earth signs today, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and you are next on the list. Thank you so much for clicking here. If you've never been here before and it's your first time at 10 of Cups Tarot, welcome, welcome, beautiful welcome, and please be in the comments with us, or at least read them over. We have a really beautiful group of people here. Thank you for trying this. If you are the someone who clicks here all the time and you are my ride or die, thank you so much for doing that. Okay, so we do have oracle cards here. I do like to switch up the energies between oracle and tarot. So we have a new oracle deck, new deck alert. It is the Cosmic Insights, it's called. I'm just going to be honest with you. It's a little bit dramatic. I am not a dramatic reader, but you may get a little drama out of this deck. Let's find out what's going on. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This reading's always going to be for the week ahead, my friend. Always, whenever you find it, whether it's today or a week from now or a year from now, it's always going to be for a week ahead. It's going to be predictions. Of course, it might resonate with some of you as current energy, but that is not my intention. All right, let's find out what's going on here. Tell me about Capricorn. Capricorn, it says that they'll be back. Oh gosh, I know you don't want to hear that, right? Some of you don't. Expect to hear from them soon. Look, you're going to be getting some sort of a message from somebody. They will be back. They'll be back. So whoever they'll is for you, whoever they are, it could be a romantic person, absolutely, but it could also be a platonic, a friend. Take it as it resonates. Let's pick one more card. We have confession. Ooh, wait. Somebody's coming back with a confession. Someone has something to tell you. We'll take one more card and then we'll go to the Divine Goddess Oracle. One more card here for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week ahead. So the week ahead, Capricorn, is the rest of February and a couple of days in March, right? All right. We've got cycles. Interesting. It says fate, karma, something ending, something beginning. All right. So somebody is coming in with a confession. Someone I feel that you've already had an ending with is coming in to repeat a cycle with you. Whether you want to do that or not, it's up to you. You might want to say so in the comments, but it does feel like someone's coming in with a rather large confession, and this is a fated cycle. So maybe you've already been through a cycle with them and been through an ending, but something is about to begin. So for some of you, you may have had an ending with this person who's trying to come back. You've already had the ending, but they're coming in with some sort of a confession. And then it is time for you to begin again. Maybe you've already got someone who you're trying to start or begin with again. Take it as it resonates. Bottom of the deck is things are getting serious. Yeah. So for some of you, maybe you're already in a new thing when this person comes back and you're starting to get serious with this other person. And all of a sudden somebody comes back and wants to be in a new cycle with you, but they're a person from the past, Capricorn. Tell me more about Capricorn, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Capricorn. We've got putting in the work, dedication, and energy activation. Communicate is on the bottom of the deck. So we do have action that helps achieve goals. Build the path to success. So that should be the first and foremost thing on your mind. Do what's best for you. Build a path to success, whatever that looks like for you. It says dedication, staying dedicated to your goals, efforts that will reap success. So it could be dating goals, as we're talking about this and someone coming back. We've got energy activation. Connect to the divine through meditation and prayer. So before you make any huge decisions, please get into meditation, get into prayer, make sure that you get your answer from your source, or at least get a little bit of insight into whatever is going on here. Make sure that you are activating your energy. We do at the bottom of the deck have communicate, receive, and express the truth. Look, somebody's coming in to confess the truth. And I feel like there is somebody coming in here, Capricorn, because they know you got someone else. That's what it feels like. It's about as dramatic as it gets around here. Just say. All right, here we go. Let's take one more card and then we'll get to tarot. If you are interested in a private read, Capricorn, please know that I do have a sale on right now, 10% off of all of my services. Please look below, click on the More link, and you will find a code that you need to take over for your 10% off. There's a link to Wizio below me here in this video as well. So we have loneliness. Okay. It says, I know that I'm never alone. And so I feel like you are making decisions. I feel like you are trying to get into a relationship with someone new, or you might meet someone new in the week ahead. And when you do, you all know, those of you who are trying to break free from a twin flame that's toxic, you know what that means, right? As soon as you get into something with someone else, here they come running again. So it could be something like that. It could be a situation where someone that you're connected to energetically or psychically sort of senses when something's going on, or maybe they're on your Facebook page, or maybe they've talked to a friend that has said, hey, did you know that Capricorn met somebody else? We've got purpose. I know what I'm here to do. All right. What is that for you? What are you here to do? Let's take a look at some tarot. Tell me about Capricorn, please. I need more information. Tell me about Capricorn. I feel like you're really putting in, or you're ready to put in the hard work on something that is brand new, that either you're already involved in or something that may show up for you in the week ahead. Tell me about Capricorn, please. We have the Chariot. This may move really quickly here. Maybe you meet someone and it moves super quick. Could be a Cancer. We do have is it the Knight? Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles is in the reverse. Oh, things have kind of stopped. Oh, maybe you're going too fast to go over the details. Be careful about that. And then we have the Fool. Yeah, it feels like you're going too fast to go over the details, that you've stopped looking over the details. You've stopped paying attention to, their body movements and how they treat you, and do they answer the text that you send in a timely fashion? Is this person really connected to you? It's almost like you stop looking at all the details because you want this new beginning. So be careful about that, and things might be moving a little quick. Tell me more about Capricorn, please. We do have the Seven of Wands. So I want to say that you have some pretty good boundaries in place. And make sure that you are standing your ground so things don't go quicker than you want them to go. Then we do have the Queen of Cups. You might be someone who falls in love really easily. It almost feels like somebody here just wants to be in love. Somebody who loves love has stopped going over the details, is kind of ignoring that they should maybe move slow, and maybe because it's moving fast with the Chariot energy here, maybe you're just going along. But I feel like you're someone who may fall into love really quickly. So be aware of that. We do have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Okay, so it does feel like you're willing to take a leap of faith. You're willing to overlook some things. That's what it feels like. You're willing to overlook some things because things are going fast, and you're not sure if this is love, but you have a lot of feelings for this person. It feels like there's a lot of big feelings going on here. I feel like your boundaries are in place though. So I feel like you're kind of standing your ground as it pertains to what you're really looking for in terms of love. And I want to say that the person that maybe that you're meeting with, the person that's new, it does feel like someone who's fairly new here, that you are either not looking at falling in love or trying not to fall in love, but you have a lot of big feelings here. This person is maybe asking you to have a leap of faith with them, but they're not interested in falling in love. Not at this time. Nobody is at the very beginning, right? Everybody's like, it takes time to get there. It takes time to get there. Tell me about these boundaries and the Chariot, please. We have the Three of Cups. Okay, so this is very happy. It's a lot of fun. You might have met this person out at a place where they were dancing and drinks were flowing. It feels like it moves super quick from there. We do have the Death card. And we have the Emperor. So I feel like you do meet someone who is very protective, very solid. You feel them as grounded. Maybe there's someone who's a business owner or who's a president or a vice president. It feels like there is masculine leaning energy here, but please understand the Emperor also does have feminine energy. So we're not reading body parts here, right? We're reading feminine and masculine energies. I want to say that You've got some pretty good boundaries in place. Even though I feel like you met this person out at a celebration at a person's place, maybe you met them, swiping online, and maybe it was a really good first date, or it's a really good, you really are into them and they're into you. I want to say that this Emperor, it feels like this Emperor is wanting to move forward really quickly. And the Death card is telling me that although you've got your boundaries in place, that you're almost ready to follow the Emperor. It's transformation, right? It's like, I want to say that the way I'm reading it is, it could be that this is the way the Emperor is when they're out. Like when they're out having fun and, out on dates or out having celebrations, or maybe you met them at a wedding, or that this person is very different than they were in that setting. And I feel like you then get to know the Emperor for who they are, which is solid and grounded. This person's in charge. They want you to follow. They don't want you to lead. They have a certain position that they want you to be in their lives. And, people that are in their lives need to follow the Emperor. The Emperor is not taking orders from anybody. So this person, although they're, someone who will keep you safe, they're very strategic. They are a person who's a thinker, right? Who's thinking with their head over heart. They're not making crazy decisions here. It does feel like the Emperor wants to move really quick. And I think that you're sort of enamored with or taken by the Emperor. That's what it feels like here. And you get into your feelings really quick, but in doing that, it does feel like you stop looking over the details. I want to say that you stop noticing some things that are red flags. Like maybe this person's overbearing. Maybe this person, because they're a boss at what they do, that they feel like they're the boss of you. And when the Emperor is in the upright, the Emperor is the Emperor, right? It's not like it's anything like the Emperor in reverse. This person doesn't mean, they're not mean, they're not trying to be mean, they're not trying to be, but the Emperor is the Emperor, right? Expects a certain thing because they're at a certain level in their life. All right. Tell me about the Queen of Cups, who is Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer energy. The Emperor is Aries, and we do have the Death card, which is also Scorpio energy. We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Four of Cups, and we do have the Four of Swords. I really do feel like you do want this new beginning with this Emperor. I feel like you do want it. It doesn't feel like you really know them, though. Like, I'm not feeling like you really know them. This feels like the new person. And I feel like you really do want to try and put some energy into this, or put some work into it. The Page of Pentacles is here. It's at the very beginning, and you're like just going out for coffee or meeting them out here and there. It's nothing really super serious. And I feel like you feel that this is a really good opportunity and you don't want to miss it. So, because this person is quite bossed up in their life, right? They are quite in charge. And so I feel like you don't want to miss this opportunity. So you start going out with this person, or maybe they start giving you little gifts here and there, right? Because that can be about, the Page of Pentacles can be about that, receiving gifts in the 3D, maybe small things, right? Trinkets, or maybe they're buying you coffee, or, you go for a car ride and maybe they stop and buy you an ice cream. Like, it feels like this person starts doing little things like that. We do have the Four of Swords here. And the Four of Swords is about healing. So I feel like you're still in a process of healing at this point from this person who I feel is going to be back. And it feels like that you are still in a healing process, but you really don't want to miss this opportunity with the Emperor. So you're letting this person into your life. Now, the thing is that I feel that you fall really quick for this person, and they do want to have a new beginning with you. But the Ace of Cups is in the reverse, which is a bit of a red flag, right? This person is not really looking that far into the future. And maybe there isn't really so much of an emotional connection here. Maybe you're very attracted. The Emperor is very attractive because what they bring to the table, their bossed up personality, and their how can I say, you feel very safe with them, right? Feminine or masculine, right? You feel very safe with them, like they have your back. We do have the Three of Wands. So what you've been waiting for, though, Capricorn, you've been waiting for love. You've been waiting for the Ace of Cups, but this Emperor is here and not really approaching with the Ace of Cups. Like, when you talk about it, this Emperor is not really like, I don't know. I'm not really looking for love at this point. And maybe it's too new to be looking for love, but I think you're waiting for it. And when the Emperor shows up, the Emperor's got the Ace of Cups in the reverse. So what do we got here? You go into hermit mode, right? You got to think this out. You have to think about it. I've worked really hard to get the wisdom to make sure that whatever's in my path, that I'm, skipping over things that are here to hurt me. Like, I'm really trying to stay aware. Virgo is the one going over the details. This Virgo is in the reverse, right? It's like you've skipped over the details because you really like the Emperor, that what they bring to the table, and you're kind of avoiding all getting into the details right now. But I feel like when you realize that the ships that are coming in is you're looking for love, and that the Emperor is maybe not looking for that, you go into hermit mode and you start looking over the details, figuring out what it is that you want. Do I want a new start with the hope of falling in love? If this person is not emotionally available for you, then maybe you might end up being in this energy for a while, right? We've got card number 9. Maybe it's 9 months before anything really starts to take shape here. So are you going to take the leap of faith? I don't know that you will. We've got the 4 of Pentacles here, which tells me that that you're holding on to the Hermit energy. You're holding on, you're holding back. You need to wait to make a decision. And we do have the Star in the distance. So it feels like your wish fulfillment here, my friend, is for you to fall in love. And I think you're looking to fall in deep. I don't think that the Emperor is offering that right now, but it could be offered in the future, right? Let's look at this, which is, this is the week ahead, but this is the second week of March, right? Let's take a look at that here and find out what's coming in terms of wish fulfillment here. This is Aquarius energy. This is healing. This is wish fulfillment. This is hoping, being connected to the universe, listening. This is meditation, manifestation, all of that stuff. Tell me about the Star. We do have the 10 of Cups. Look, you're ready to commit to somebody. You're ready to commit to someone, have the whole 10 cups, the house in the background, maybe a partner for life. You're a little bit further ahead here. And I think that this Ace of Cups being in the reverse is causing burdensome things to you, that you're carrying around some burdens here as it pertains to the 10 of Cups, because we know that you've had something in the past here that didn't work. And so I think you're still sort of blocked, or you want the wish fulfillment, but it feels like you can't make a decision. I feel like you're not making a decision right now about the Emperor, but I do want to talk about this person, because it does feel like there is somebody coming back. And so it feels like this could be part of the block, right? Tell me about they'll be back. Tell me what Capricorn needs to know about they'll be back. We've got the Moon. You don't see it, right? Things are not as they seem. You don't see that this person is on their way back. We do have the 5 of Wands. And we have the 7 of Pentacles. I want to say, since you saw this person last, that they have grown. They've thrown their seeds of intention. They've waited. They've grown. They've nurtured themselves. They've nurtured their finances. It feels like their pentacle world is starting to smooth out. So if it was chaotic in the past with them, it feels like they are working on it. And the 5 of Wands is telling me that this person still smack talks themselves. They still have this negative reel going on in their head. They think that they're still arguing with themselves about what they should say, what they should do, how they should approach you. It feels like they think that there's competition for you, and they would be, right? The Emperor is in the room, right? That's nothing to balk at. And we have the 5 of Wands being indecision. So this person, if they were a bad decision maker, or they wouldn't make a decision about you, that part hasn't changed. And I feel like you don't see this person coming at you. They could be Pisces, Cancer. They could be Aries, Scorpio, and all the other ones, Virgo, all the other ones that I read here. We do have the Wheel of Fortune, and so regardless of what goes on with the new or the old person, the Wheel of Fortune is here for you. And I feel like there's some big changes coming up for you here. We're just talking about this with a friend of mine today, and the Wheel of Fortune, everybody gets excited to see it, but please understand that when the Wheel of Fortune's in town here, that things begin to change, and sometimes it causes things to bust apart. It causes the Tower. It causes a lot of things that, if you're going into something new and a lot of changes, divine timing and fated changes are happening, you might not like those changes, right? You might not like them. They might not look really good on the surface, but we do have the Wheel of Fortune here, and it is ruled by the planet Jupiter, which is abundance. And so eventually, when this dust settles, it's going to look really positive. But I feel like you have to make a decision here. And I feel like you're too blocked to make a decision because you're still carrying the burdens from this person. And they're still emotionally connected to you, or energetically connected to you, psychically maybe, because the Star is here. And I feel like you haven't yet let go of this 10 of Cups that maybe you were hoping to have with them, that maybe you're trying to pin on the Emperor, and the Emperor's not having it because they're not ready to commit to anybody. But you're ready to fall in love because this thing didn't work out in the past. Guess what? They'll be back. I think somebody's coming back to interrupt everything here. We do have the King of Wands. You could be dealing with a fire sign. You could be dealing with someone who is coming in with a confession about their love for you, about how they've grown, about how they've done some shadow work. This person here is wanting to come in because they're very attracted to you. I think you're attracted to them as well. But I feel like the confusion is, what do we do from here? Because I don't know that this person really is interested in anything more than fire. Take it as it resonates, right? Feels a little confusing to me. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for being here, Capricorn. I will be back because I'm always back. Love you guys. And I am out for now. Bye-bye.